in terms of the future of what senior living looks like, I think it's going to be individualized. I think this idea of individualization while you age is really, really important. And I think that like I said before, as people in the aging demographic today, people that are 55 to 75, have experienced the things that they've experienced with their own parents. They're putting their own parents into facility types of environments. They've seen how expensive they are. They've seen how they're a lot of times one-size-fits-all solutions. It used to be you retired at 65 and you only lived till 70. And so you had this 5 years of decreasing mobility and decreasing cognitive ability and decreasing cash to live on. And so that was an interesting solution and it worked for those, in those days. But now you might retire at 65 or 70 and you might live till 90 or 100. I heard an interesting statistic the other day that half of the people born today are going to live to 100. So we're living longer. And in many cases, we're living healthier. Sometimes modern medicine is able to keep people alive for longer. And so we want to create this environment that's going to be almost like a second phase of life, as opposed to a declining phase of life. This is like a phase 2. This is a second chapter where you can still be active, where you don't have to manage as much stuff as you had to manage before, where you can live affordably, you can live with friends, you can live with people that you might meet, you can have access to lifelong learning opportunities, you can take a college course. These are things that we're providing to our residents that a lot of times they didn't even know were accessible to them. And so one of the things that our team focuses on, and our home management team specifically focuses on, is really building relationships with our residents in order to understand what the desires that they have at this phase of life. Like, do you want to learn how to make a really great lasagna? Great. Well, there's a cooking class going on, an Italian cooking class going on in the neighborhood. We're going to get you to and from it safely. It's going to be on your single bill at the end of the month. You don't have to worry about it. So like things like that can really enhance and enrich your life as you get older, that existed always, but you didn't always know that they existed. So we're here to help make you aware of those things. And so I think your question was about the future of senior living, right? I think that the answer to that is, I could go on for a few hours on the answer to that, I think. But the first things that come to mind are that it's going to be this individualized experience. Everyone will age differently, and there needs to be support infrastructure to sort of follow people along that aging journey as they age. And I think that's possible with technology. It's possible with, efficiencies that technology drives. Like 10 years ago, what we're doing wouldn't have been possible because there was no Uber and there was no Instacart. And it was really hard to get services on demand as people needed them. But today, those things are really accessible and they're nationally available, globally available, really.